very generous. The way a bird moves out here. The way they sing when you express yourself. It's very clear. And we know scientifically, somehow, that birds, animals in general, have a greater perception of this realm than we do. Literally, everything is frequency. Animals can see more of it than we can, birds in particular. And it is evident that animals can see frequency. That's why they deal with everyone so differently. I know all these sounds like they're a part of me now. I know the East Coast probably better than anyone. 5 years I've gone up and down, following the bird lines, always meeting the black cockatoos, seeing kookaburras every day in different places. All the subtle differences of the fairy wrens and the wagtails. The carawongs. All the subtle differences of all these creatures. Also has to do with frequency. Also has to do with the layouts of ley lines and crystals on the planet. There is a circulation of energy that we have disconnected ourselves from, that the animals try and guide us to reconnect with in the most extraordinary ways. And you can only experience it nomadically. Well, I mean, obviously there are other ways. The most direct way is living naturally, which is not stagnating in one place. It's so easy to stay in one place. Things become familiar. You start to form a connection with the area. Even as a nomad, I've spent 70% of my time in one area. Not one isolated area. One 200, 300 kilometer radius, but still. Even after 5 years, finally getting a van again, after all of that. And you can see what I mean if you scroll through the videos on YouTube. I still want to go back to my 200 kilometer radius. And I don't know how to address that at this point, because there are so many reasons why I can still continue to thrive in that area. What's important then, because I will not deny what I'm learning about myself and my existence, is that we're not supposed to be in one little town our whole lives or for a year. If you can find a way to connect with a whole area, there's still flow. But if you know 2 suburbs, the one you travel every day to keep your world revolving around your world, and your other suburb that you sleep at, that's all people know. Where they go to work, and where they sleep. Being so confined to so much compartmentalization, to so much delusion. To so much insecurity, trying to own everything, trying to tell people where they can go, trying to quantify everything, successfully justifying it to the masses. This level of coercion is only possible if whatever incorporated the structures that everyone abides by had a far greater comprehension of humanity and this existence than what history and science is telling us. The levels that we are attacked on every day so subtly enough that people don't even realize. It took a lot of foresight. Very generous. The black cockatoos are here. The tiny little birds, somewhere between a swallow and a fairy wren, truly are fairies in their movement and their sounds. They are so connected to us. My goodness. That was practically in front of the camera, so was that one. We are so connected to everything. And we spend our lives in boxes. We spend our lives traveling at 100 kilometers an hour between those boxes. Those birds could not have been any closer. And people want to argue with people that know something about communicating with nature. You don't know anything about your existence until you have a dialogue with nature. And the only way that that happens is if you slow down. You treat your movements with intent, not desperation. You pay attention to what's happening around you. You pay attention to the way everything is conducting itself in relation to what you're feeling. How could any kind of mankind structure be more eloquent, be more of a reflection of what we're supposed to experience? How could anything so stagnated, so sterile, possibly be a reality greater than everything responsible for us?